I love your face. You look so pretty today.
Thanks. I'm trying my best.
Do your best and the rest is success.
Absolutely. Because normally I say I try, and I'm trying to say I do instead of try.
Ah, that's a good motivational topic.
Well, it was May 4th recently. And they're always like, there is no try, there's only do. I guess the Yoda thing says that or something. So I was like, oh, this is a reminder to try, not to say try and say do instead. Any things that have you been up to?
Oh, I'm always up to something.
Fidget.
Well, no.
Grab some what?
We got this new handy dandy investment guide that we're going to be handing out to our clients, and you can't see it, but I'm going to send it to you. And it is so good. It breaks down how much a renovation is on low, middle to high levels, and breaks it down by area and room, and make sure that you account for everything. And it's just really good. I'm going to send it to you.
That before.
Well, she just finished it today, and now I'm really happy with it.
It was a certain person who was supposed to bring me a whole crate full of wonderful goodies when they were supposed to come down to High Point, so I was bringing that up.
Yeah, there's another certain person who's supposed to have surgery yesterday. I don't know who that is, but he didn't.
Well, I mean, surgery for what were you having done again? Like dental work? And now you're eating on camera.
Do you want to do the introduction?
No, I want to catch you eating. What are you eating?
You'll yell at me.
No, I won't, because it's not nicotine.
It's chicken.
Why would I yell at you?
It's from Chick-fil-A.
You had Jesus chicken? First, so we'll do some introductions. Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't.
It's blessed chicken.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I get cravings every once in a while, and I fall for it. So I that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they have that new strawberry hibiscus lemonade.
Caden got that the other day, and he's obsessed with it. He said it was really good.
It's so good. Anything with hibiscus. Ever since I went to Cancun and they gave us like Jamaica juice there, which is hibiscus, I've been obsessed with that flavor and anything. If I will ruin a boycott if you have something hibiscus flavored. I can't even blame you for that. So anyway, welcome to TDX Podcast, where the bold, the beautiful, and the brilliantly opinionated hosts Danny Russo and Camille share the latest in the world of design. We unpack the hottest design tips and the design's world's most talked about moments, like High Point.
Okay.
We're talking a little bit about your week. Exciting.
I just left a meeting with a builder. So we just changed our logo because we're basically a design build for a firm. But if somebody were to ask us to build a whole house, we would probably have to contract that out and get a home builder. So we are working with a client who hired a contractor who is a design build firm. And we've been learning that they do not know anything about design or how design works. And I was very confused. I asked the question at the meeting today. I go, did you sell them a custom home? Because this is like not custom. And they had this room that was like maybe 12 by 12 with everything in it. Now, in the design world, there are so many options for everything, but a builder narrows it down and you get builder grade finishes. And we're always correcting these down the line because they're just polypedestrian. Everybody has them. What? I made that up.
Polypedestrian.
Polly, she's related to Holly Lobby and what's the other? Dolly Decorator. Dolly Decorator.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was amazing how little they have to show for a custom home. Because I'm like, well, this really isn't custom and they're not really doing the design. It was interesting. But I could tell you, boy, we've been working with... They got me in the nick of time. But my God, these vendors, I'm going to go in and I don't really talk negatively often about vendors, but Pella windows are garbage and you pay for the name. And there are so many other window vendors out there that do so much better. And we've been doing a lot of research this week on that. And my God, they just overcharge. And I had a bad experience with them. And they advertise so much. You'll catch them on every radio station, every TV station, direct mail. And when you buy a window from them, you're paying for that marketing. So do your research and talk to a designer, because we know other options, and we ended up getting a higher quality window that is a fraction of the cost.
Okay, I can't help but notice your microphone. It lights up as you're talking, which is so
I know,
cool.
right?
So you know for sure that it's working, but it's also, I keep looking at it because I was like trying to figure out, what am I looking at? Sorry. That's back to Pell or Pella.
Yeah.
How do they pronounce it?
Pella.
Pella. I do hear their commercials every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you're telling me that, because I feel like a lot of times designer or name brand stuff, sometimes you're buying just the brand name because like
You are.
it's all that marketing, and sometimes
Yeah.
you're buying because it's more quality, it's better made, but there's a lot of times it's just marketing.
Yeah, a lot. So I don't know. That was my week in windows and appliances and cabinetry, but that's what I've been doing all week. But I heard there was a big event. I don't know when it was. Was it last night?
What, are you talking about the event where I went and saw Beyonce's mom talk in front of a group of ladies here in North Carolina?
No, I was talking about
Met Gala.
I know. But
You can ask her about my weekend and what I was doing.
Tell us.
I hung out with Beyonce's mama, also known as Tina Knowles. She was promoting her new book, Matriarch. So she was sharing a little bit of tips about what it was like. It was a lot more about how she was able to rebuild herself and start her own careers and getting confidence after going through something so detrimental as the love of your life, which is what she called him, leaving. And so kind of ties right into the Met Gala, since she was one of the chairs, Beyonce.
Was?
Yeah.
Tina, not Beyonce.
Chairs, that's why she was able to bring her daughter, Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
That's why she was able to bring her daughter, because normally you have to be 18 or older to attend.
Who's her daughter? Who daughter? Beyonce's daughter?
Yes. Did
Blue
you
Ivy.
any of the pictures from...
I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them.
I'm talking to myself a little.
Well, let's talk. So, okay. So the Met Gala this year was sponsored by Amazon Prime. And that was a little bit of a controversy because whoever the woman is that was the chair, you know her name?
What do you mean, Anna Wintour?
No, the Amazon lady.
Oh, his wife.
Yeah. Wasn't she the chair?
She was one. Yeah, she was one. I can't remember exactly what her title is because she purchased it, but it was one of those. It's, c'est la vie. Moving on.
Tickets to the Met Gala when it started used to be maybe $750 to $1,000 at most for a ticket to attend the Met Gala. Now they are $75,000 a ticket to starting tickets. So
person didn't have to pay. Did you hear about that?
No, who?
Blake Lively. She was Anna Wintour's guest, and it was on the same day that she had just happened to end her legal dispute with the guy.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting her there, and she was. And, there was like rumors that she wedding crashed it, but she was actually Anna Wintour's guest.
That's so funny. You know who? So I'm going through all these looks.
Are you starting from the top?
I love the way that it is the Met Costume Gala, and me and you were just there in November, and we just missed the exhibition. But I remember doing this podcast last year, and we were looking at the same thing. But I am seeing a lot of gold and a lot of black. A lot of black and gold. But I love how it's getting into back into the...
When you said that?
I did. I did. But they really, this is a chance for them to take risks. A lot of this stuff you can't wear in real life or reality, I think.
Well, it was kind of interesting because a lot of people were saying they felt like people called it in. So some of the outfits you could almost wear. Yeah. And I would like some of them, like, okay, I could see how they could adapt it, but there's no way I'm adapting Beyonce's look, Rihanna's look, or even Emma Chamberlain. Chamberlain. Not redoing hers. Definitely not doing the Vivienne Westwood, Jeremy Pope.
What number is that one?
He's number 3.
Oh, you're that far?
I'm starting from the top.
You know who's killing it? And They're just the cutest. And they're straight. The boys from Heated Rivalry. Are they what? They're straight.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, I think they're straight, but they're just so cute on the red carpet. I just saw him a minute ago. Jeremy Pope. Okay. This body thing. So it looks like he's wearing something beaded. And I saw a couple, like, I don't know, all the Jenners and Kardashians, they might as well just not even wear tops because they're wearing nude breastplates with nipples on them from what I've been seeing. Why? You tell me why.
Why? Because
Go ahead.
Teams has a line of bras with nipples put into it. So it's a way for them to sell. Everything's marketing with them. Those girls do not miss a day. It's club, another club, sell, another sell. Always marketing. Porn stars, anything to sell.
Sex tapes. Beyonce just killed it. Kim's wearing, I don't know what the hell Kim's wearing. It looks like it's an orange. Well, it's a breastplate, but I also see it going further down than that. And then all the Jenners were, I don't know. Yeah. Zaw looks kind of interesting in her headdress, her fascinator.
I love Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones. She's normally with Vogue asking questions. Well, last year she was anyway. And so to see her on the carpet and to explain how well she was on theme as far as like telling the art that she was inspired by, giving note to the different designers and workers. I loved that her interview, like she explained all of that. Because some of them you're like, girl, did you just want to look pretty and make a statement? Or did you actually follow the theme?
What was the theme?
It was bodies, bodies, bodies.
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that.
The skeleton dress of it all. But it was also to be inspired by the artwork. So there's some which would depict different types of bodies in different places and different ages. So it was also like the aging body. That's why Bad Bunny came in as himself older, which I was kind of insulted that you said he was 53 years old because he looked more like 73 years old. But neither here nor there. Especially with the way he's living, he probably will not look like that until his 90s or 80s. Yeah.
No, the number 28, Connor Story. And he's just been killing the red carpets with fashion. And I forget what the other kid's name is, but it's Connor Story. And it was so funny. Everybody was trying to get them to take a picture together as a red carpet. I don't know if it was this red carpet, but look at number 35. I don't know who he is, but I like Tom. I love this look. It's Tom Brown. And then, of course, right under it.
It's also Tom Brown, and I love it much. Chase Infinity, she's in the show The Testament, which is a spinoff of
I've seen that.
Handmaid's Tale.
And
she's so good in it, but she's wearing something so colorful because in the last few movies and TV shows I've seen her in, it's very monochromatic, very blah. And so for her to wear something so beautiful, abstract, and just really plays into the theme, because she wasn't showing her nipples, but they were painted on or beaded on nipples. And it's also by Tom Brown. So
yeah,
now I'll go down to where you are, because I just didn't want to forget about her because she's stud. And the hair. Okay, what number are you on? Oh, 55 is also one of my favorites. Go ahead. Sorry. 34, did you say?
I just got to Madonna, and that's why my eyes might have bulged out if they're Madonna. Oh, Madonna, Madonna, Madonna.
And what number is that?
58.
Oh, I was still looking in the 30s area. Yeah, I just know it was a boat on her head.
Is it a boat?
Allegedly. Yeah. It looks like a deconstructed chandelier, but
that's what I thought.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's Saint Laurent. Blake Lively looks like she is wearing the opening number to the Taylor Swift Era Tour.
It's a fabric.
It's a Versace.
Crystal detailing that this picture doesn't really do a good job, but from the view, you can see all of that. And also her purse that also matches that same detail was really beautiful. But
so you were on 50. Were you on 53? Is that what we were talking about? 53?
Share? Oh, no, sorry.
53. Let's talk about 53 because this goes right into Skims. And what I'm finding interesting about this is that Kendall Jenner is wearing Gap Studio. by Zach Posen.
Absolutely not. There's things made by Polo. Doesn't mean you can go buy it from the Polo store or Ralph Lauren.
Well, that
It's just
depends
those
on.
designers that made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like that it is like liquid jersey. It is made by items that they make in a way.
Yeah.
It's a jean, but it's just jersey material.
I didn't hear much hype about this year's event. Beyonce killed it. I just would give her the award, and she should just be the queen of the Met.
Yeah, well, this was the first time in 10 years. She had a lot of time to get prepared for it. And of course, we love Tyrone, her stylist. She went away from, she's used him before. Like, she's used him during the Destiny Child's days, like after her mom, going back to Tina Knowles, but after Tina Knowles kind of stepped back some with their clothing and costumes, Tyrone was the one that stepped in and helped out and changed their look and helped them to this level, I believe. I would definitely give Tyrone that credit.
I think there's a big Devil Wears Prada tie-in here. Hailey Bieber may have taken a little bit too far because she's wearing cerulean blue. It's number 6, but she is wearing a 24 karat gold chest plate. She's just draped in cerulean blue. But yeah, I've always heard this event is pretty uncomfortable to go to. Me and you, we actually got to walk up the steps when we were there, and then we walked in, and I don't know if you remember, you walk in, you see the main stairs that everybody goes up to, and then off to the left is where they have the dinner in that new portion. But this is a pretty big event. I guess with all these neutral tones, this will filter down into interior design, but I'm seeing a lot of black and gold. Yeah. But I wonder,
like, she literally used a painting that was made after her. It was called like Wimbledon or something. And like, you're famous when your inspiration is a painting of yourself. Like, that's on another level. Because there was also like Amy Sherald was there, and she dressed up as one of her paintings, Miss Everything, which I love because that was one of the paintings I've seen in person. She also did Michelle Obama's portrait for the portrait gallery. And she had an exhibit here in North Carolina. So I was able to even meet her, and just seeing her career kind of just keep going to the next level and seeing her come in as her own painting. Like, even that was kind of cool because it's at Met, so it's like, it was a lot of little Easter eggs throughout the film that I really appreciate. I mean, or not filmed, Met Gala that I kind of appreciated, but there was also some heavy misses. Like, I don't know why.
There was a lot of misses.
Everything. It was like she threw everything at a yellow drapes and was like, perfect. And then the head wrap of, I could see that being an inspiration for a floral piece or a centerpiece, but that's about it. Misses.
Oh, I have too many.
Oh.
But back to Heated Rivalry, it's Hudson Williams and Connor's story. They included Connor in that article, but they didn't include Hudson. And Hudson wore like a blue embroidered something. But
he had all the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gay. Am I allowed to say that?
I mean, you're gay, so
I don't know.
Are you asking me?
Hey, are you outing me on this podcast?
I think your husband outed you years ago.
Dead.
I don't know. When you walk down the aisle, that might have... Just a little bit.
My wedding anniversary was the other day, last week.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
9 years.
9 years married, 23 years together.
Oh, that's awkward. You guys met when you were 10?
23 years.
So you've matured together. What advice would you give to couples that are possibly looking into hiring an interior designer? See how I tied that in?
Well, we function as marriage counselors, and oh boy, it's about meshing both couples' tastes into one, and it's difficult. I feel like I do very well at my job with combining the taste, and
how do you?
If you ask me how I do it.
Because I think sometimes with men, they don't always know their style so much. They just kind of bring it from whatever they grew up with is what they like, or maybe they hated what they grew up with, so they know they don't want that. So how do you help men find their style when it comes to their home?
Well, that's my unique ability of reading people and I could tell just by interacting with them, what their style is. But most men are colorblind, and also they only care about the man chair and the size of the TV.
So that's why you call that cerulean blue, because I was like, I think that's cerulean blue because it's a little dark. Just messing with you.
My eyes are going bad lately, but I don't know. I just message together. Guys only care about the TVs and the chairs.
Very fair point. And I would also add in the size of the bed or the comfort of the bed.
They all want that chair that reclines and has a cup holder and ground effects. And like, yeah, now they're coming out with heated and cooled chairs, which I don't even, it's, our world's getting a little crazy.
Well, I mean, I like the Jetson of it all as long as I don't have to update it and that the corporate doesn't have an automatic kill switch. We were kind of talking about this off camera where that kind of scares me. What if they're wrong? What if they put in the wrong, like they're typing it in and they put in the wrong VIN number and then all of a sudden my car stops in the middle of the highway and I get slammed by a Cybertruck?
Just to give you a backstory, I was driving talking to Camille today from my meeting, and we were in my car and I had no service somehow. And we were talking about, she said something that cars are going to have kill switches where they could just shut them off. And I went into, they're actually developing, really, they're also developing if you don't make your car payment, the car's going to be able to the company's going to be able to repossess it by just hitting a button and having it drive itself back to the dealership or wherever it needs to go to.
But it's also, hold on. They're also saying it's like for drunk driving or
yes,
like they'll be able to tell if you're not paying attention. So yeah.
Your chair, I guarantee you that your chair will need a software update. My coffee pot needed a software update. Washing machine, software update. Refrigerator, software update. Everything, software update.
Because with those updates, does your product work better? Does it upgrade with it?
It does.
Yeah. So I'm fine with updating. I might not remember the updates. So I hope it's on automatic updates. It's just the idea that somebody could just, so there's this thing going on Threads. I love Threads. It's my addiction next to Summer House and Southern Hospitality that I'm addicted to on TV right now and hyperfixating and cannot watch any other shows but those two. And on the show, they were talking about, on Threads, they were talking about HP printers where you could still have ink in your cartridges, but if you're part of the membership, it will automatically stop working after you've hit the number of pages that are ideal for the amount of ink that are supposed to be in the HP. And that's where I'm scared of. It's like they're forcing you to have to rebuy products or making things break earlier, so then you have to replace them. Because I know from now on, from hearing all of that Brothers or Epson is my next printer. Like, wait, what? Because I have an HP and I have to say, every 3 months I threaten to throw it out the window and do an office space like recreation for that.
So there was a time in my career where I felt like every day I was in a struggle with the printer. And I've been through every single brand. And then the ink, because when we print, we want high quality. We need the colors to look good. So I just happened to find, those office printers. We now lease our printer. And the printers that we were paying for, the HP printer, it was around $600 or $700. Then every 6 months it needed laser ink. Laser ink was every 6 months for 4 cartridges was over $1,200. We now have a full-scale office laser printer that we pay $140 a month for, and it includes the ink, it includes the service. We have not had a knock on wood. We have not had a printer problem since we got it, but we had so many printer problems. And
you're going to be my new Shutterfly when I need to order photos.
It's just, but I don't know. Printers are investment. I don't like Brothers because you have to order a driver for it. And we had one of those and it was all messed up. But how did we get to office supplies?
We were talking about machines being updated. And
so everything these days, including durable goods, your durable goods are going to be your refrigerators, your washer, your dryer, your HVAC, your air conditioner, any large appliances. They all need things now, which they didn't need in the past. Like they want to sell you they want to turn durable goods into consumables. So for your coffee pot, they want you to buy descaler now. They want you to buy filters for it. For your refrigerator, they want you to buy a filter for it. For your washing machine, they want you to get washing machine tabs to clean the drum. So they're trying to extract as much money out of these things as possible. So durable goods have turned into consumables that have memberships attached to them. It's like, subscribe to our filter program. You should change your water filter every 3 months. So we'll just automatically send you that. So it's like, I mean, we didn't have that back then. With electric cars now, going back to that topic, you don't need to get oil changes, brake pads, all that other stuff. It's much more cheaper and efficient, especially with gas prices the way they are. But with your appliances and the durable goods, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, this is late breaking news. I have actually even made the conversation with my daughter who, hates all things electric. And she said, I won't be that mad at you if you buy a Tesla. I get it now because the gas has gone up so much. So there's hope. And I was like, and I don't have to pay for maintenance because I didn't know that part until you told me the last time we recorded about Cybertruck. I had no clue. So yeah, you keep going, sir.
Washer fluid is the only thing I've put into that car, and tire rotation. That's really all you need. Maybe a new wiper blade every now and then. But that's
amazing.
Yeah.
And definitely. So I have 93 I have to put in my car. So when I'm driving around.
How much is that? Regular gas was $4.99 a gallon here, and that's not 93. The highest one, I don't even know what it is.
Dude.
But
neither do I. Because when I drive around and I see that unleaded is like $4.70 or something, I go directly to Costco, and in Costco unleaded was like $4.10. So I think mine might've been $4.50 or $4.60. So it was still cheaper than like Shell or BP or wherever I was driving by. So I'm making a conscious effort to go all the way to Costco, get all my errands done inside of Costco and get gas from there because it's significantly cheaper than what I'm seeing around in my neighborhoods, which, hey, if I have
now, if you had an electric car, you could plug it in at Costco, let it charge while you're shopping, and you'd have no downtime.
Okay, again, keep going with all these selling points of electric. Because I have to admit, do they let you choose the different sounds that your electric vehicle makes, or is it just standard?
I have no idea. I just know that there was a law when electric cars first came out that you wouldn't hear them and a pedestrian could get hit. So whatever sound the car makes is added because of whatever happened back when they first came out. But I don't know, they all make different sounds. Somebody referred to it as the sound of a UFO and they're being like uplifted. I don't even know if my car makes a sound. I think it does. But again, I drive a Cybertruck and I'm not ashamed of it. Just on my way to my meeting today, I saw a total of 4 on the way there and back. So
I'm laughing at myself because I couldn't see my eyes.
I was at a client's in another location about 2 hours from me, and I stopped at Kroger to get a Starbucks. And this woman goes, "Is that your car?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "It's ugly." And I said, "Thank you." I'm like, "I like it if it's my aesthetic." And she was all nice and happy about it. But I'm like, people have their opinion, and my God, opinions are like, and everybody has one.
That's old. I'm surprised somebody would say that to your face, but
I'm fine with it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, nobody ever says to me, "Hey, I don't like your dress." You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
People don't go out of their way to like give you an insult.
I know, right?
Compliments, right? So I was just like, wow. I've never heard anybody say, "Hey, your car is ugly" before, like to the person, or even thought to say that to someone.
Oh, I hear it every day. I thought the car was ugly when it first came out, and it grew on me.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it grew on me, but I think it's from the future. It looks like it's from the future. It does what I need it to do.
Yeah.
And I haul stuff. So I don't know. I'm fine with it.
It's very functional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So another big thing that happened this week was the Met Gala of furniture, or the Fashion Week of furniture, as we like to call it. High Point Market.
So much fun. I'm still bummed we didn't get to hear Cool in the Gang together and see all the wonderful things that I saw.
What do you mean? I was there with you at Eichholz.
Okay.
So what trends do you think you saw at High Point?
Well, those are,
Mhm.
I still feel like there's this neutral for sofas and so on is still the big thing. I didn't see as much as I would have liked very colorful sofas, but there was still the very neutral colors.
The colors were there. You just got to look for them.
Well,
So what I'm
a lot of room.
the
So
six
that's what I noticed.
six trends that I am seeing are the shape of drapes. So we're seeing these tapered, whether it's in metal or wood, it almost looks like draperies. And they are like, I'm seeing it in a range hood in gold from Thompson collection. And I love this range hood. I see it everywhere I go, every time I'm out. And then I'm seeing a wood desk that has like fluting in it, but it looks like drapes. So what we're seeing is the texture trend that I don't think is going to go away. We've been seeing texture for the last 6 to 8 years, and it's still coming in hot, in my opinion, and it's going to be a trend that's going to stick around. We also are seeing, again, this is a 20-year trend, the outdoors end. Outdoor furniture is going fully upholstered, so it feels like it's indoor furniture. So they're taking the performance fabrics, this umbrella fabrics, and they're actually making outdoor sofas that they look like they're indoor, same with chairs. And then a lot of coastal and sky blues were popping. And I feel like we switch every few years. Green is the new black. Black is the new blue. Blue is the new green. And it's like, so there's a lot of blues, but blue did its rounds about 3 markets ago. And then we retired it for green. And now we're seeing blue come back again. So I'm not real thrilled with it. I'm not into using a lot of blues. If you're on the coast or you're by the lake, I guess I could see it there. But to your point with color, we're seeing a lot of maximalism and a lot of more is more coming back in. We're seeing a lot of that. A lot of neutrals still. And I'm looking at a room, I just sent you the link, but I'm looking at a room that has a lot of pastels in it. And it's actually the Vanguard. I texted it to you. It's the Vanguard showroom, and they're showing greens mixed with a lot of pinks and reds and pastels. But there's a trend emerging that I'm kind of liking. It's called Southwestern Roots, and I've been getting a lot of requests for it. And it's basically, I call it the Sedona trend, but it's very Arizona, clay colors, light and airy, deep green. We're getting a lot of requests for that. And
Yakoma fabric by Alfredo Perez for craft.
Yeah.
I love that room.
Cravid is one of the big fabric vendors. I love the bookshelf that's in this picture. Hopefully you'll be able to capture it and show it to our audience. But I love thinking a bookshelf's different. And if you look at this bookshelf, I actually did this about 2020 in Texas, and it's been going on since about 2015. There's a framed piece of art mounted to a shelf on the bookshelf because you don't need to display all your things. So they really curated this and layered it. Like if you look at the picture on the wall, on the left, there's a picture leaning to it, and they did a really good job with the styling of this.
No, it's interesting. Remember when we stayed at the Edition and they had artwork on the ground, and I was just like, it's a thing.
On the ground?
Yeah, on the ground, leaning.
Oh,
so I was kind of like,
yeah.
Never.
Oh, yeah. Those are oversized frames. I was like, what do you mean? Was it printed? But art, it's making a statement. That article I sent you, I believe this is the Vanguard showroom as well. It is.
Yeah, and I will have the links in the article.
Yeah.
Linked with the podcast.
Vanguard, they're pretty big. They're showing a lot. But yeah, it was a different market. Prices have gone up. From what I've seen, everything has been, oh God. If you go back, we did a really good podcast last year called Terrified. I believe it was me and you. And literally, they've baked the prices in Why'd you go like that?
I mean, who else would it be? I
Oh,
was the one you did terrified with.
yeah.
The ghost of me.
So, I mean, prices I'm seeing,
Sorry.
prices I've been seeing, they built furniture has to be planned out a year in advance. So the prices that we're seeing now have tariffs baked into it. However, the Supreme Court struck down the tariffs and now they're trying to figure out how to issue refunds for everybody that paid a tariff. That's going to be so hard to figure out and so complicated just to refund everybody. So now they built the prices for this spring were done in November of last year. The Supreme Court just struck the tariff thing down last month. So,
but now they have fuel costs.
Now we have fuel surcharges.
The Strait of Hormuz being closed, so even getting things from that side of the world, which a lot of things are made in Turkey and Iran and China, it's even harder to get over on this side of the hemisphere. So it's a mess.
Yes.
Stock
Which
change. Major in that. Let's figure this out. I have a friend who's a stock chain analyst, or I don't know the correct term, because even now I'm surprised I said the right term, because I've been calling it blockchain by accident. And
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, they're the ones that help like with import-export businesses.
Oh.
With like making sure things get over here on ships, basically, I guess. I'm talking
Logistics.
way beyond my depth.
Yeah.
But I normally say blockchain by accident, and then everybody's like crypto.
Supply chain?
No, it's part of that, but it's called a different term. It's the stock thing. What I said, man.
I said what I said.
No, I'm not saying that because I could be. I mean, oh man.
So
no, it's stock chain. I looked it up.
Okay.
No, that's not it, because that's cryptocurrency.
So Eichholz showroom, one of my acquaintances, friends, Corey Damon Jenkins, he had a great showing at Eichholz, and Eichholz totally swung the pendulum in another direction because they were typically known for their monochromatic beige on beige on beige on off-white. And they got Corey in there and he brought in his animal prints and a lot of his texture and colors, and Eichholz.
Light pictures. Amazing.
Yes. But yeah, I really like what he did.
Love it.
I've gotten, it's back.
Right.
When I'm looking at something right now and I literally have one of these in my trunk. Taxidermy. However, it is not the taxidermy that you're thinking of. It is a bronze taxidermy. My client, I have a rabbit head in my trunk, but it's a big rabbit head, and he is wearing a monocle. I almost said monocle.
Not a real rabbit.
No, it's brass, but he wants me to have it mounted as if it's taxidermy. And it's literally if you click on that accent article I just sent you, it's like the third picture down. They have a moose wearing a monocle. They have a bear wearing glasses on a chain. It's just really unique.
They're fun. I'll be the first to say that animal heads kind of freak me out because.
Well, I have the rabbit in the trunk with the monocle, and he wants me to have it mounted on like a trophy type thing. So, yeah. We're seeing a lot of permanent botanicals that I've been pushing for years. Nobody listens to me. It's very good for the environment, allegedly.
No, there was a funny story that's also circulating on threads about how a certain celebrity was at a certain hotel lobby and was complaining about the plants and was sneezing and act like they couldn't breathe. And then they came over and told her it's fake. And so immediately,
Who?
It's a blind item. You'll have to find it out on threads. Follow me for more. But I was just like, oh my gosh, that's hysterical. But they're very lifelike. In other words, that's the whole point of the story, was that they're not your grandma's plastic plants.
No, they're not.
Wait, did your mom or your parents, did they have the fake grapes on their wine rack with the thing?
Oh, yeah, and the ivy. And I actually said to a client the other day, they're like, well, why do I want our cabinets to go to the ceiling? And I go, what are you going to put on top of them? Fake vines with fake wine jugs and a sign that says kitchen?
Live, laugh, love.
Celery plant about plants.
Trying to find one up.
I'm trying to find this. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. What? Her?
Wait.
There's dead space. What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the celebrity. And it's taken me down.
Talk about it off air.
Okay. Is it a controversial topic?
Not really. It's just that, okay, so there's this whole story going around about a certain.
Is it a person that plays a sport that includes balls?
No, it's an actor, or not even an actor. I'll just tell you the story. So there's a story going around with a comedian who's talking about how a certain person, Ian Pell, how his wife intercepted her opportunity to have this new show and was saying all these dramatic things as to why it can't be made anymore. And then it came out that Pell may have made Get Out based on his wife. And this is the same person who allegedly said that there was a plant that was making her have an allergic reaction. So apparently she's very dramatic, and she was the source material for Get Out, allegedly. In the story, it's kind of funny because she's like, instead of using their real names, I'll say banana, meaning pill, banana pill. And blah, meaning key. I was like, oh, I guess I'll never figure out who this is, because it was blocking. And one of them, the comedy duos, is more famous than the other. But it was just very interesting, that story, in the sense of you mentioning about the plants and just how real they must be, that you could have a whole allergic reaction to them.
Well,
having bad interactions with that same person.
Let me give you a tip. Fake plants, if you get them from Amazon, Walmart, or somewhere cheap, they're going to look cheap. If you're getting them from a designer source, they're going to look real. Now, you have to dust these things because they do collect dust. And I find myself dusting them more than I should. I do water my fake plants that are outside. I water my fake plants to get the dust off.
It's funny. I was helping for an event, and it was a fundraiser. So we were doing all of the work ourselves, and I had to help make the flower arrangements, and we were putting real water. And I just kept making a joke, this feels so dumb, watering fake plants, but it did give the illusion more that it was real. So,
well, there's a product that you can use to create fake water. No, it's like a resin epoxy. It's clear that you can make the thing. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Fair.
Do you want a plant trick if you have live plants, live greenery?
Yes.
Once every 6 months, take a paper towel or a rag and use olive oil or any kind of cooking oil, and that'll make your leaves on the plants shine.
Are you saying that because you're Italian?
No, it could be. No, well, yeah.
Are you pulling an M's trick?
No, but it makes the leaves shine and it repels dust.
That's amazing. Where else can we use that? Because I need to repel more dust because I hate dusting. Can you use it on wood too?
That would be called pledge, but I wouldn't recommend that.
Is that how you get a divorce, using it in that?
Change your air filter and you won't have as much dust.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I change it all the time, and we have that new kind, that big kind, so you don't have to change it allegedly every 6 months. So,
oh my God, I just changed mine and I hadn't changed it in 2 months. And I tried to do it religiously. I took it out and it was disgusting because I bought this new metal one where the frame of it's replaceable, and they just send you blue pads, and the blue pad was caked on. Also, it also helps extend the life of your air conditioner too, because when you have a filter that's so caked on with dust, it's making the furnace work harder to push the air.
So it may not just it'd be pollen too.
True.
Did cover a lot today.
But I don't know. We're gonna have a lot to talk about next time. Yeah. But hopefully you guys are following us.
I like to do it.
No, follow us, subscribe. The Daniel Helm on Instagram, Danny Russo on Instagram. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Threads. Your home should feel bold, polished, and totally you. I'm Danny Russo with Daniel Helm. We design, remodel, and style spaces that look expensive because they are done right. From kitchens and bathrooms to full home renovations, we also got you covered on the furniture and the finishes that bring it all together. Are you ready to elevate your look? Visit danielhelm.com or call 614-227-3155.